How's it going, people of YouTube? My name is Ben Gray, and in last week's video I talked about I was wearing my Vibram 5 fingers and that I was filming another tutorial. I didn't tell you guys what it was. That's this one, and that is for the safety roll. Let's check it out. This movement is used for taking high falls and living to tell the tale. My highest fall was about 9 or 9.5 feet. I didn't film that, but yeah, that's what it was. And that's what I used to land it, and it really helps. However, I would advise you not to start out with high falls like that and to just take this slow, start on the ground. I'm going to be showing you guys the steps to learning it. I would advise you guys to find a nice and soft grassy area. Concrete tends to hurt. And then perform the roll like so. Get down on one knee and set your hands together like this. I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second. There are many different ways of learning this. My favorite is known as the diamond method. You hold your hands like a diamond or a triangle, and you perform the roll that way. Of course, there are several different ones. I used to do this and kind of move in. Some people like to throw their arm underneath their armpit and go in for the roll. My favorite is, of course, the diamond method. That really helps for me, and it was easy to learn. Sorry, my head is not in here. But that's what I would advise doing. Watch other videos for other tutorials if you want to learn how they do it. But I'm going to be teaching you guys the diamond method. As with anything, you're going to want to learn it slowly. So find, of course, a nice soft grassy area like I told you before. And then just start out making a diamond. Or like if you want to swoop under, that's fine too. But again, I'm teaching you guys the diamond. Set your hands down. Roll over your shoulders slowly. Alright, repeat that a few times until you're comfortable. Then you can add speed, make it faster. Avoid hitting your head, your elbow, your shoulder, or your hip bone because that really hurts. Or even your leg sometimes when you're getting out of it. It hurts that too. And then, once you feel comfortable doing that from your knees a few times, then you can move yourself on and doing it from standing. Start to practice that a few times, start to quicken yourself. Then you should learn it quickly. Once you've mastered it, you can experiment with different situations. Just don't let your legs pass 90 degrees as it kills the point of the roll. And then eventually, say it with me now, eventually, you can take it onto concrete. And start from baby steps again, first from your knees. And then from standing. And then possibly from heights. Of course, I can't quite do that yet. I don't want to die. But before you do that, you have to wait. You have to get it covered on grass first, or on anything else that's comfortable, like a mat, for example, a mattress. Just make sure that it does not hurt, because if you hit your head on concrete doing the safety roll, it will hurt bad, okay? Or do it if you want. It's your back, head, hip bone, shoulder, everything else, but eventually does not mean start it right away. It means wait until you're comfortable, until it does not hurt, because the first couple of times that you do that one of those on concrete, it will hurt, okay? Unless, of course, you're perfect and can get it right away. But for me, I started out hitting my shoulder on it because I didn't tuck in tight enough, and that's, of course, a beginner mistake. And then eventually you can solve that problem. But for me, after I fixed that problem, then I would hit my hip bone, not tucking my legs in tight enough. So if something like that happens, you just have to find your way to get around it. Or just toughen up, get used to it, and maybe it'll stop hurting. Now, even though I said it will hurt, well, it probably should hurt the first few times, do not let this stop you from learning it, because it's a lot better for you than just a basic landing, especially from one of those high falls. But it's a lot better than the basic landing. It doesn't hurt quite as much from higher falls. I'd say about 5 feet is where I'd start doing a safety roll, unless, of course, you're kind of ballsy, which you can be if you want. It's up to you. It's your style, not mine. Anyway, I think that about concludes today's video. I've kind of covered everything that I really can. Doing it on grass, I kind of touched up on doing it on concrete a little bit. I'm probably going to do another video on how to transition from grass to concrete because it's kind of a big deal. It might even take you up to a year doing it on grass before you feel comfortable doing it on concrete. It just depends on you. You have to drill this regularly, get it, and then eventually you can start working on doing it with falls. Grass first, and then start doing it on concrete, because you really do not want to hurt yourself doing something like this, because eventually you might not want to do it at all if it really hurts you that bad. So be careful for that. Anyway, I hope you all have a phenomenal day, and I'll be seeing you guys soon.